back, and today's video is being recorded on today. And let's start. So it's a European battle royale, except the Middle East and North Africa is in it. So let's see the first front line, first attack. Well, the Russians start attacking whoever is on their border, really. With them moving into Sweden from Finland, with Finland and Russia moving into Norway and Sweden. With them also moving into Austria with the help of Hungary, Czechia with the help of all their allies. With Ukraine, they move into southern Poland, Belarus into central, and Lithuania and Russia into northern. And Russia moves into, the Balkans, unfortunately. It's a Balkan attack. And, they also, that's not the right color. And they take this land they used to occupy. And they even manage an invasion of the Middle East. Although it goes very bad for the Nordics. With a German offensive in the south, Operation Weserberg. Within 6 hours, Denmark falls. I guess they're getting ready to invade France and Britain and them. With them taking Oslo and moving into Norway. They even managed to get to Stockholm. But that's pretty much as far as they can get. With Britain and France and Spain and allies managing to take over Iceland and land in Norway. They land here and they even manage to take land here. With Russia managing to take the rest, surprisingly. But quickly, Russia routs Britain and France out, with the front line staying stable there. With the Middle East front going bad for the Middle East. Because as they were at that, Turkey is still continuing its offensives along with the help of Greece and North Africa. Not North Africa, the Middle East. I'm losing it, maybe. That's probably the silver effect. But anyways, let's look. They managed to take out Israel and Palestine. Now world peace has been established by Turkey. And they even make it to take the rest of it. With Iran barely being here, so barely having strength, because none of it's here. With Syria at this point collapsing. Pretty much all of that collapsed to Turkey. Except, Russia makes an offensive in, and it moves deeper into Turkey. Although, with the weaker Balkan area, they manage to kick them out of Slovenia, then they kick them out of Croatia, then out of Serbia, and then out of Bulgaria. With the help of Italy, they manage to make an offensive which destroys Romanian morale as they take the capital and all the coast and even move towards Odessa. And they even move into southern Hungary. And they start taking over the North Africa. With Turkey unable to probably start offensives in this region because of how much they took. But Italy manages to take that. With France and Britain getting it started. Keep in mind, this is going to be a nice story. But anyways, they move into North Africa. Could it get any worse, guys? Honestly, it's not like Germany's going to do anything too dangerous. Okay, this can't be that bad. With France pretty much losing all of this land. With Germany taking over a big chunk of Italy. See, not that crazy. And they launch a humongous campaign against Russia, Eastern Europe, and I guess they did go crazy. With them calling this Operation Barbarossa 2.0. Yep, I couldn't stop from this, honestly. With most of Ukraine already falling and Crimea falls. The minor Balkan powers, which weren't invaded, are like this. And they don't turn against as much as they were planning. With a crazy offensive happening, with a rush up the Nordics, taking out Sweden, Norway, Finland too. Yeah, that's a bit crazy. Oh, it looks like the Lapland War, I guess. Managing to take this, and they push towards St. Petersburg. Okay, this isn't good, Russia, I'm just saying. With not Leningrad, St. Petersburg falling. Why am I calling it Leningrad? This is not World War II, this is 2024. But anyways, I guess it's just a simple mistake. But I'm like, oh, we'll take Moscow, no problem. Slight problem, but the problem doesn't occur yet. They start moving over here. Russia's still holding the ground there somehow or another. Or so they think they're holding the ground, but it kind of turns south pretty quick with Southern Europe managing to take it out. Let's see what Europe was doing while I was Western Europe. Well, it looks like they managed to take out this part of North Africa, with the rest of North Africa falling over to the Southern Europe. With Germany continuing its offensives into, well, France. And they push them to here. That's a bad move, with them almost kicking Russia out of this war. With Southern Europe taking the time to launch an offensive into Eastern Europe, but this doesn't go well, as Eastern Europe somehow gets super strong, and a big counter-offensive takes place, pushing them almost all the way out of Ukraine, the breadbasket of Europe. With them moving fast, taking much lands they had or have had. With them reoccupying all their lost territory. Germany didn't see this one coming. Nor did France and Britain. Push them back out of France. With Britain making an offensive in the north. And, well, this is the fall of that part of Europe. With Russia leaving the Nordics, but thinking maybe they should do it at the same time, which I guess they decide to go ahead with that operation, because within weeks they kick them out of it. With them landing in the southern parts of it, this is hard to see though, but they managed to take it all over and kick Germany out. With them moving into Poland and getting close to Berlin. Okay, this sounds like World War II-ish. But anyways. With the Benelux falling. But except, there's a big difference, guys, from then. They can invade from the north. Russia can. With it seeming to tilt towards, with Russia managing to have victory in this one. But Russia doesn't become the direct threat at this point, as they're invading them. Literally. With Russia re-liberating its allies, including Hungary, Romania, and the Caucasus. With them trying to get as much of the oil in this region as possible, I guess. With Southern Europe, not looking so well for them. With them deciding to move into Italy. And they even invaded their own island. Who would think? Russia cutting them off here quickly somehow, even though there's like mountains everywhere there. With them managing to take the southern coast. And well, at this point, they're like in the lead. Because they got the strongest nation in Europe. Because France fell out of the top 10, so France became weak. And they're probably exhausted from fighting for so long. And somehow Russia thinks they own lands they never, ever, 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 ever owned in this video. With the fall of France happening for the second time, the fall of Andorra, the fall of Spain, and the fall of Portugal. With the fall of Iceland, I think they've succeeded, and they will turn everybody into puppets, I guess. With the British Isles standing forever and ever and ever, and everybody becoming a Russian puppet of some form. With 30 years later, yep, Britain falls. And that was the end of the battle that overtook all of Europe and had some weird ending where Russia was successful. What if Germany was successful, they say. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!